Hi, my name is Hung Lee. I'm running for Vice President for Business and Operations.
The first and most important question to ask any candidate is, why are you running? I'm running because I want to make the school a better place because I'm here. Looking back at high school, I had a lot of great experiences and made a lot of good friends. I did some good things in the community, but there's definitely one thing I wish I could have changed. I wish I would have been more involved in the school and the student life. I really didn't take full advantage of my time there. Heading now into my senior year at Western, I don't want to make that same mistake. So I decided I wanted to be a part of the school and make it a better place because I'm here. A couple friends of mine thought I'd make a great fit for business and operations. I'm a business student, it's what I study every day in class, it's what I'm good at, and it's what I love. So I learned more about the position by interviewing both Travis Peters, our current VP for Business Ops, and Anna Ellemeyer, our president, and they gave me a good feel for the job and the AS as a whole. This really solidified and strengthened my resolve to run for business and operations. You may be wondering what the Vice President for Business and Operations even does. The role can be described as manager of managers, a behind-the-scenes leader who oversees the internal operations of the associated students as a whole. The most important thing to bear in mind about this job is that it's about business, not politics. So this position requires somebody who understands how to run a business and lead an organization. And that's where I excel. I'm a student of business and economics focused on finance, accounting, marketing, and management. I know how to draft an effective budget, allocate resources, and make plans for our economic future. The Associated Students is not a business, but it needs to implement the business principles of productivity, quality, and efficiency. So we can cut costs and do more with less. A successful vice president also requires strong interpersonal and social insight, as well as the ability to bring out solutions through working with others. I believe this is an area in which I shine. Most students consider me to be a personable fellow who is easy to work with because I keep an open mind. I strive to put myself in the shoes of my peers in order to achieve a better understanding of who they are and the reasons for which they hope to make a change at our school. This allows me to make fair, educated decisions to push the AS towards the future it deserves. My main goal for next year is simple. I'm going to dramatically increase the amount of students involved in the AS through clubs, programs, and events. We have a lot of good people here at Western, a lot of socially minded individuals who care for one another in our community. They want to be change makers. So my first goal is to broaden the reach of the associated students. One of my areas of specialty is marketing. I understand how college students think, and I know how to capture their attention through social media and the like. So through better and more effective marketing techniques, I'll educate and bring a much more diverse and passionate demographic of students into the AS. Secondly, building on this, I want to empower these students to make the changes they seek. I'll enable them by allocating more funds and resources to these clubs and programs, as well as connecting them to other AS groups. I really think college can be a transformative experience for most, if not all, students. But the only way that will happen is if students find something to be passionate about. I want to create a culture in the AS of being fully student-focused and led. So join me April 23rd to vote Hung Lee for VP, and I'll make sure your voice and your vote will not be wasted.